Hey everybody, I hope you've all had a great morning so far. Sorry I'm a bit late. I updated Unity last night and it took it like almost 10 minutes to load the project. It was just a minor version update, so yeah, I don't really know why it was taking so long, but we're here now. Let's go ahead and switch over to desktop. Yeah, hi everybody, I hope you're all doing great today. Okay, so yesterday we almost were done. Oops, this is something else. With the audio system. Really, I just need to test one turn because we found a bug but didn't have time to fix it. And then wanted to update the error messages and the Lua interface for the audio. And then we need to instantiate global audio during loading phase instead of when the map loads up so that they can play audio before the map is done loading. And none of those should take too long, I hope. So let's get to it. I guess first let's test out turn. Oh. Yeah, my kitty has decided to stream with me today, so if you see her. Oh yeah, she's in the background right there. Anyway, yeah, so I might have to get up and let her out of my room in a bit. But we'll see about that. Okay, yeah, so there was an error. Attempt to index a nil value, so it's a Lua error at line 44. So I probably just named something wrong. Audio get source. Oh, right. The audio object we haven't injected into the Lua namespace yet. Or the Lua global variable table. I forget exactly what the technical term is, but alright, so where do I actually do that? I think isn't it I have the Lua environment, but where is that? It's actually in the game logic. It might be better in the data class, but okay, so this isn't what does it either. Okay, so it's a Lua interface manager, which is in the map. Well, I guess that's fine because these are all object. Well, the audio might not be at this point. I wonder if we should just do this during loading. That would probably be better. Okay, so let's get rid of that and... Oh, no, it's gone. Alright, so what I want to do is just move this code out of here and into, I guess, the asset organizer. I guess I'll just do it right here. Well, I should do it after it creates the object registry. Alright. Okay, I think the reason that I didn't do this before was because instead of like having these objects kind of gatekeep when they can be called, I relied on them just not even being in the namespace, but that's not really a good way to go about it because Lua scripts can kind of get around that by saving a reference to this object and then they can just call it whenever they want. So it's much safer to have the objects themselves be the gatekeepers of when their functions can be called. Alright, so that should take care of that. I know that there's a couple other places where we set a global. Yeah, I guess I can just delete this class now. Okay, the only other place is, yeah, the function registry, which is doing the mod loading, so it needs to be available before we organize everything, so that's okay. And then, yeah, the map generation, which I guess it doesn't have to do, yeah, it doesn't need to set this again. Yeah, I need to kind of, at some point I want to come and clean up the map generation and make it work more like the rest of of the game. Or the rest of the Lua system, because it's a little, well, it was the first one I wrote, so it was kind of a learning experience, but yeah, I guess it's okay. So let's, now that I created the audio, we should be able to step through one full turn. Operation is not supported. Oh, right, I called the wrong constructor. That was my fault. That's the whole reason I've had that error there, so I need to pass it the game link. Okay, yeah, just checking some stuff. All right, so it's done compiling, so hopefully we'll get a little farther this time. I really want to update the atrocious interface, but okay, there we go, it worked. And so we'll just do one more turn to make sure there's no other problems. Okay, there was one. Oh, so it's trying to move linear. Yeah, I did that on purpose, but okay, what's the exact error? Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Okay, this is actually in the C# code. Oh, I didn't update this. In fact, do I still? Yeah, I still have all these delegates. Okay, so all I have to do here is just call the move arc function instead of calling the delegate. Oh, still see my kitty. All right, so let's try it one more time. That was a bug, not really relating to the audio system, but okay, so that's still okay. Oh, right, I have to do player 1 first. So I'll move that there, and then I'll try and do a linear movement. Cool. So that's one thing done. Now I want to update the wrong phase errors, and this will be really simple. Really, I just need to go to the audio class and replace all instances of animations with audio. So let's try that. Oops, I did it backwards. It should be animations. Okay, so this is a bit different, but okay. Wow, yeah, this is actually. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I actually had this as an entire solution. Definitely don't want to do that. So thank you for the warning. Just a current document. And then I should change this to get source actually as well. Okay, and then audio mixer I think has some of the same stuff. But maybe I can't just blindly replace them all. So I think just to be safe, I'll just go and copy and paste. Okay, I guess that's it. And I gotta do it one more time, and then audio source. And does the mixer group have anything like that? No. Okay, so we're good. Yep, simple as that. I just wanted to have a reminder to do that. And now we just need to instantiate global audio during the loading phase. So where's the class that, okay, yeah, the global audio creator. Right now it does it at the intro setup work, but I think I can actually have it earlier. The reason I want to do it earlier is just thinking ahead to when we do team building. We'll want to be able to play the music right then. And really, yeah, the global audio can be instantiated right away. So, when do I load the terrain? Because that's during loading, I think. I think it's somewhere else. Terrain mesh initial load. That does it. Oh yeah, we have a worker. I think I might be able to change it by just putting this to the UX worker load list instead of using the intro setup work. And then I'll clean up some references while I'm here. So I think that actually might be all I have to do. To test that, we can just watch whenever this global audio gets children. It should be before the map shows up. Okay, well, it happens at about the same time actually, but it was a little earlier. I think that should be good enough. The main thing is it's before the post, or it's before the first turn scripts would run. And if we need to move it back earlier, it's not that difficult. Because right now, like the asset organizer could go ahead and have a worker list so that UX can do stuff right then, but we don't support it right now. I don't know if we really need to. The only thing that would run before this is the on load or on complete. What am I trying to think of? What's the name of it? On loading complete script, which trying to find the class that calls that. No, that's load Zolua. Okay, this I guess. Yeah, there's a function call in it. Yeah, it doesn't support audio or anything because it's not even asynchronous. Oh yeah, because asynchronous isn't even... Yeah, we should probably move all this asynchronous stuff somewhere else so that we can use it at any time, not just during the play scene, because I don't think it actually needs any of the play. Oh, it does use the play flow for something. Oh, play exception. Well, I mean, we could easily change that by just having it throw a generic script error, and then some other class would then translate that into a play error. Maybe I should write something for that in the code cleanup. Yeah, because the map generation would want to have asynchronous at least so it can do pathfinding. So, not sure what place I put this in. So I guess update, map generation and loading complete scripts to be asynchronous. Did I spell that right? I think so. And then on the load map where I do the Lua scripting, move the async handler outside of the play phase so it can be used in loading, etc. Might have to do that earlier, but we'll see. Anyway, oh yeah, I can click that because we just finished it. Okay, but yeah, we just kind of went down a rabbit hole for that. I think how I'm handling this for now will be fine, but at some point if we see we need audio earlier, it's not that difficult to change. Alright, so I guess now we're ready to move down to the egg dino animations. And let me update stream title. But might be able to knock out a lot of this stuff. I don't know. We might put the shader on hiatus for a bit because I am actually reading about Unity's shader system right now. And I mean, I think I could implement this stuff, but in the future I'll know more about it. So we'll see about it. See what I feel like. Because right now, like I know how to use Unity's surface shaders, which are kind of like, actually, how is my terrain shader implemented? Oh yeah, so it is just a surface shader. And these are good, but I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I don't really like not having complete control over the shader code. And at this point, I don't really know how to do shadows without using a surface shader, so that's what I'm reading about. And in the future, I'll probably want to convert everything to my own type of shader, so I'll have better control of it. But yeah, I don't want to fumble around with it on stream. So anyway, that's a long way of saying that we might not do shaders right away. I might put that off for later. Let's see. I'll just say egg dino animations. Cool. So yeah, we're gonna take a little break from programming now, I think. First of all, let's see. If I open up the egg dino here, I'm just trying to think, is there anything I want to do with it? I kind of wish, well now, of course, hindsight's 2020. I almost wish that the egg had a bit more faces in it. It's not quite as bad as I thought, but also I wonder, do I want to add more spots? I think because like in between streams, I kept on debating, like I really like this like smart UV. How come the UV thing's not showing up here? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I really like this smart UV system because you just have gradients and then it's really easy to add. Oh, I hate unwrapping UVs and texturing, so it's really nice because it just makes that whole workflow much simpler. But at the same time, it's pretty much impossible to do patterns. So if I really wanted to have like a bird eggshell pattern here with spots, it's just not possible to do unless I made each spot individually. And so I kept on debating on whether I wanted to do a more traditional UV system. And I think I'm going to stick with this just because it's quicker and I like the way it looks actually, the gradients and stuff. But of course that does limit the art style a bit, but I think I'll just roll with it because I don't know how often I actually want to have patterns. Another cool thing about it is it encourages you to actually model in details like this crack instead of just using texture, which adds for some cool touches. Speaking about that, I was wondering, it might be, well, I don't know, eggshells are always smooth, but I was thinking that maybe I would have these spots risen a bit. That might look weird, but... So anyway, I'm looking at it right now to see if there's anything else I want to change before I animate, but I think I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, 1 second. My cat wants to get out, so I'll be right back. Well, I thought she wanted out, but she actually just wanted my attention, so might have to give her a bit of petting on stream every once in a while, but no, she's smiling nice for the camera. Anyway, don't worry, she gets plenty of petting. I think she'll be fine for a couple hours. Okay, so I think we're done. I'm good with this. Okay, so no programming for the moment. Okay, I really I wish that there was a way I could disable the UI canvases. Actually, no, I already looked here, but I think there's a way that I can have a specific layers not show up. Okay, maybe not. Oh, here's canvas. I thought, oh, that's not exactly what I want to do. I wish I could just hide all the UI objects because this gets in the way. Okay, I don't know. I was wasting too much time on this. I'll just hide or turn off the object for now. So what I'm trying to do is I want to try to animate the egg dino to give it a walking animation. So let's turn off the light. That light's not turning off. All right, well, I guess another option is just to move it over so I can actually see its feet. think I can... Oh, so it's not turning off the icons. Alright, well. It'll be fine. We can still see what's going on. Yeah, so I need to make a couple animations for the egg dino. And let's open up our animation window. And I have this idle one, which works pretty well, I think. Although I never noticed it has a weird... It goes to the side a bit. Is that supposed to happen? I don't remember. Get the curves. Okay, so that's not the cause of it. What is this value? That is X, okay. Okay, that's not it. I'm pretty happy with it overall, but I don't remember it having this weird sideways. I wonder what bone is causing that. Okay, let's stop it. Okay, the head doesn't affect, so that's not it. I rotate. Okay, so it's not the jaw. Not the foot, or at least the left foot. And the tails doesn't even animate right here. Obviously the base would do it, but it shouldn't rotate at all in this plane. Is it possible to just turn off? I don't think so. It'd be nice if I could just like disable this for a second. I wonder if I can make a copy of this animation. The tail idle, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, so it works fine. It's just the body idle. Yeah, and I am an orthographic right on the X axis, so it's not like... Obviously, if I translated it, that would do this effect, but it's not being translated. It doesn't look like it's even being rotated, so I'm kind of curious what's causing this. Okay, well let's again play this and I'll see if any of the X components are changing. The jaw X is slightly changing, but that wouldn't be enough to cause this. So obviously some of the rotation is messed up. So it should only be rotating on the X axis. So any other rotation I need to cut out. Maybe that's a Z position. Okay, well the whole egg is moving, so it's not like it has to be part of the base, doesn't it? But it's only rotating on the X-axis, so what is going on? Okay, I think my cat wants out again, so let me try one more time. Every time I go to let her out, she just jumps back on my bed. That's okay. Of course, she acts like she never gets any attention around here, but I know better. Alright, so I guess it has to be this rotation that's messing it up. That's like barely doing anything. So if I exaggerate it, or maybe is it this Y translation? Let's move this back to how it was. It doesn't seem like that would be enough to do anything. Oh. Is it this one then? I mean, the position is so slight. Yeah, this moves it up. And when I exaggerate, it doesn't go more to the left or anything. Oh, it's hard to tell actually because it's so fast, but no, it doesn't. Oh, I feel like I'm almost gonna need to have to redo this animation just to get rid of that. Which is annoying because I really like it, but it's gonna annoy me forever. And I want to know what's causing it. Okay, well, let's see. Let's copy this. Where do I have the animations? In here? So I'll just call this idle original. Okay, it doesn't even have idle original is not even connected to it, but oh, that's because it's not part of the animators. That's fine. Okay, so we're just gonna need to delete these. So if I do that, yeah, the problem's still there. So if I change, I take out the head, problem's still there. If I check out that. Oh, was that it? Because I thought yeah, it must be this, but I didn't even see that node. Okay, now I feel kind of silly. Of course, the most perplexing mistakes are usually the silly ones. Well, hopefully this will actually fix it. Oh no. Okay, well Y is pointing up at this point because it hasn't been transformed yet. Okay, well, I can actually just undo everything I did here. Okay, so this is back to the original, and now I need to make Z stay at 0. Okay, so that was it. Alright, so I don't know why I didn't ever see that these positions. I guess I thought that, well, it was always like this, so I don't know, I just never... Okay, now I'm kind of embarrassed, but at least we fixed it. And now I have a newfound appreciation of or understanding of the animation window. Okay, so anyway, we figured this out, and yeah, I guess I should look around to see if there's any other problems. Do I want to add any, like, a little rotation to the base? Like maybe when when he moves his feet up, the egg should tilt forward just slightly. Make it a bit more fluid. Okay, so let's turn on recording. And I want to not play because I don't want it to do something that I'm not wanting. So then you select the place that you want to add something. And now if I take the base and rotate it, How would it go? I guess it'd move a little forward. Oh, well, the problem is it's also affecting the feet. So let's just do the egg. Okay, it's kind of going to cut into the top of his head, but I don't think that'll be noticeable. I guess I could move it upwards a bit more. Okay, that doesn't like expose part of the leg mesh that's not supposed to be seen. Okay, no, that's fine. Alright, so let's turn off recording and play and see how it looks. Oh, that's not good. Oh, because there's no keyframe here. And oh yeah, to fix that, it's kind of annoying because Unity doesn't have like a ping pong version. So you need to select this and copy and then select this time and paste. Oh, it's still missing this one. Okay, that's a bit too much. So I'll record again and I'll probably just rotate the egg back slightly. Let's try it now. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So let's actually, well, if I play the game, it's not going to, unfortunately, the egg dinos on the actual game board won't have this updated animation because I'll need to rebuild the asset bundles. But we can see. The reason I wanted to play is because I wanted to have the tail animate as well. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I could probably spend forever tweaking the tail animation, so I'm just going to leave it for now, but okay, so what do I want to do next? I guess the walking animation. So he's basically, whenever you do a movement on, or to just a neighboring hexagon that's on the same elevation, then they'll have a specific walking animation. It's not letting me select him. What's going on? Attempt to choose. Oh, I have the UI canvas turned off. That's specifically the reason why I wanted to just hide it in the editor, but it doesn't seem like there's a way to do that. Oh. I'll move right there, and this one. Okay, I really need to fix the interface, but yeah. So this walking animation, which right now he just kind of freezes and glides across. Actually, can I hide it like this? Okay, so yeah, so it's up here. I don't know why they didn't just put the visibility here by everything else, but I think I can turn that off. Hopefully it will still be visible in the game. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, so that's perfect. Anyway, so let's create a new animation. Or is one already here? I forget. No, I just have jump, so I'll need to create a new one. And I'll put it in with the rest of the animations, which I just put in the Egg Dino model folder. I guess, let's see, well, we'll need a couple more. We'll need, so we have jump. We'll need walk. And then we'll need one more. I guess I'll call it shuffle. And this will basically be when he's moving or rotating in place. Kind of just readjusting his facing. I guess that would happen. Let's look. Oh, hi Katrine, good to see you here. How are you doing today? Alright, so if we move like this, he's going to have to rotate around to face it. So at that point, we want to have the shuffle animation, and then he'll start walking. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're not doing scripting today. I keep opening that up out of habit. But so let's try I guess a shuffle first. I don't know. That one's going to be a little harder to do because I'm not exactly sure how it will look. So we'll do the walk first, and maybe the shuffle can just be a slower version of the walk or something. Oh, you love Pokemon games? Yeah, me too. I always buy almost every one, even though I know they're all going to be about the same, but it's still fun. So I guess, yeah, the egg is going to make walking a bit awkward, I think. But basically what'll happen... Oh, I need to open up the right animation and turn on recording. Is he'll move 1 foot... I guess this will be the starting point, wouldn't it? Or how am I gonna loop it? I guess actually the starting point would probably be 1 foot forward. Or no, let me think. Maybe I should do a little diagram to help me visualize this. So frame 1. This might actually be easier to do in Paint, even though my paint skills or drawing skills with a mouse are atrocious. Okay, let's see. Well, really, I just want to kind of map like how the feet will be. So let's change this to green, just to be 1 foot. Oh, they're alphas. Weird. So if this is frame 1, then frame 2, I guess, well, keyframe 2 would be the foot out like that. And then this one will need to step forward, and then the body will pull back. So I can actually see, let's just do a stroke for the body. Okay, and then the body's like this. Because you put 1 foot forward, and then you pull your body towards that foot. So frame 3 will basically be this again. But then the other foot will move forward. It'll be this, but mirrored. I don't know if there's an easy way to do that in Unity. Is that right? Guess we could look up walking reference. So like here, put 1 foot forward. It kind of, their body stays in the middle of both the feet. So you do have this part right here where the both feet meet and then the other foot goes forward. But actually, yeah, looking from the top down, it's only one part of it because this foot would be lifted up at this point. And that's kind of hard to show in this diagram. So yeah, basically this is in the air and it moves forward and then drops. And then this one moves forward and moves ahead. Yeah, so it doesn't ever really meet right here. So I guess what I need to do for starting animation, like, and it doesn't have to be, one cool thing about the Unity system is that it will actually transition between animations, so you don't have to worry about the start not being smooth. I'm just trying to figure out where I want the first frame to be. Okay, well let's just focus on the feet right now and then I can do the rest of the body. So when you're walking, are both feet ever on the ground at the same time? Yeah, but only when they're apart. Okay. So I guess I'll just have the first frame be like this. And I can always rearrange the frames. It's not super difficult. And since, yeah, see the problem is the egg kind of limits the movement. So he's going to have to shuffle, which is fine. It'll be kind of cute, I guess. And then, let's see. I'll move it forward a little bit because the egg will also move forward, so. Oh, no problem, Katrine. Okay, and then second frame, let's put it here, I guess. Will be there in the middle, but this foot is up in the air. So I need to move this back to its default position. Oh, I don't know why it zoomed out so far there. Oh, that's not going to help. I was trying to see default X is this, okay. Be nice if it was a 0, but that's not how Unity decided to import these bones. And then this one would be at the same part, but in the air. And again, the egg kind of gets in the way, so it can't raise up too much. And then I'll do 15 frames afterwards. I'll move this leg back down onto the ground, so I'll copy the Y position. Oh, it's actually the Z. Right, because it's rotated. And now this leg, or the right leg, will be at the position that the left leg was at in frame 1. So let's go back here and copy the X. And then when I switch back to frame 3, Okay, so why does at this frame? Okay, how does this work so far? Should it move? Okay, that's forward. Something's weird about this. Okay, actually, I don't think it's gonna be seem a bit weird when he's walking in place, but now that I think about it, the feet shouldn't really move too much forward because the body is going to be moving. But still should because like it has to move relative to the egg. Okay. It just looks a little weird. What should this... I guess at this frame then, this foot should actually be up against the back of the egg. And then this one should be at the front of the egg. And then at this frame, they'll be reversed. This one is touching the front. Okay, so how's that look? Again, it's a little weird that when he's walking in place, and obviously we haven't moved the rest of the body. Okay, and so at 45 seconds, it'll be reversed again, where the right leg, what leg is this? The left leg will be in the air. But they'll be in their neutral position. So I need to copy the blue, which is the Z axis. And then at 45, just make sure that they're both... No, that's not right, is it? Oh no, the Z axis... Which one is this? Oh, it's the X. Okay. So why is Z colored blue here, but X is colored blue here? I don't know. Alright, 1 second. Let me try to let my cat out again. Right, now I think she was hungry, so she went outside. Or, not went outside my room anyway. Alright, so now let's see. Okay, so all I need to do is make this foot rise in the air now. So I'll move back to this frame and I'll copy... What is this one? The Z, okay. Oh, left foot. Okay, so now... Alright, I need one more frame because it's not going to seamlessly keyframe back. I wonder... Let's see. Is there an easy way to loop? Unity, animation, easy loop to first keyframe. It seems like something that Unity would do. Select the object you're animating in the animation view. Curves, click and drag the highlight. Okay, so let's try that. That didn't do anything, did it? Do I have to be in the curve window? No. Because what I really would like is like, it should just smooth back to the first keyframe without me having to copy it to the end of the animation. But I guess it doesn't do that. Okay, it does have a loop. That doesn't actually help me. Nope, it doesn't do anything. Okay. Maybe there is some way to do it, but for now I'll just take care of it myself. Okay, so now got a rudimentary walk. It's not horrible. Obviously we need to do something with the body because it's way too robotic right now. Okay, so let's see, at this point I think that the body will just stay how it is. Here when the foot is raised, probably everything will be rotated slightly. Or at least the egg will be. And probably also will be translated like that. And then I'll do the same thing over here. Oh, I've got to reset everything for this frame. Oh, I'm not recording. Okay, that's a shame. This one I want to rotate it and then move it a little bit like that. It's clipping into the leg, but that looks fine. I know that the head's all messed up right now, but I'll get to that. Okay, so now I can copy that and paste it here and here. And then at this frame, I kind of want to do the opposite of this one. I don't think there's an easy way to mirror though, unfortunately. So I guess I could just see. The thing is, it didn't, because of the way the rotations work, it's not only on the x-axis, so I'll just do it by hand again. Oh, that's a bit more exaggerated, isn't it? No, it's really not. It is clipping a bit, so let's move it down. Okay, the left one is a bit more exaggerated, you can see. Just because of the way the tail meets the egg. Okay, so let's try it out. Starting to get there. It's still something a bit weird with the feet movement though. Well, I think the problem is like the egg restricts him so he can't actually walk that well, so I think it will always just look a little awkward. Alright, Kaching, good to have you. Maybe the egg should bob up and down a bit. Actually, yeah, definitely, because it was clipping to the top of the feet there. Okay, maybe that will solve some of it. Yeah, that definitely looks better. Okay, and also, yeah, now I know that the head should be attached to the egg. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's good that they're separate, but yeah, I'm gonna need to do the same kind of movement for the head, but I guess he'd probably keep his head level the whole time, so maybe this will work out fine. Alright, so here, I don't need to change it, but here the head needs to move up and over, and maybe just a slight rotation. Oh, hey, Edrosh, good to see you, and I'm glad you like the model, thank you. Alright, and then down here, is this the same position? I think so. So I can just copy the these values. I guess I'll do it over here as well. And then at this frame, I need to move him over here. And did I? Okay, I rotated it away from that foot, so yeah. Okay, I think, let's see how that looks. You prefer dragons and wyverns? Yeah, they are pretty cool. Am I making a fan-made game? Well, it's not actually going to have, like, it's not technically Pokemon. It just is being inspired by the Pokemon game mechanics. So, like, I'm not trying to be affiliated with Pokemon at all, so. You know, looking at this, I wonder if the legs should move outward a bit. Like, it kind of looks robotic because it just moves them up and down. I think that might have been one of the things that was weird. So yeah, this one, let's just move it out. Okay, it's gonna clip into the egg actually. Maybe inward then. How does that look? Yeah, I guess he is rotating his body, so that foot would move inward. Okay, I think that's just really close. It's not actually clipping, so yeah, that's fine. You love Pokemon Go? Yeah, it was pretty fun. I don't get to play it that much anymore, but I did enjoy my time with it. There's just not, unfortunately, a whole lot of Pokemon Go stops around here. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Yeah, that looks a lot less robotic. Okay, so now he should also move his jaw a bit. And also, when he's stepping, I wonder if the egg should rotate forward a little bit. I didn't think about that. Or actually back would make more sense, I think. Although now I'm going to have to mess with the head again, but... yeah, that's cool. You want to make a game about dragons? That sounds like a cool idea. I probably will have 1 or 2 dragons in this one. Okay, yeah, it's turning out pretty well. So one other thing I want to do is the jaw. His mouth will just open a bit as he walks. Oh yeah, and I've got to copy the beginning. Oh, I didn't copy this by accident. And I think actually I could just copy this frame because it'll be the same. Okay, so now the only problem is the tail. And I'm not sure exactly how that will work because we have the tail animating separately from the rest of the body, so I don't think I can affect it in this animation. Or... yeah, I'll need to look into that actually. Will you play as dragons and fly around? Well, it's more like a strategy game, kind of like chess or checkers, so you won't actually like see through the dragon's eyes, but you can probably, I probably will make a flying dragon, yeah. And do I play VR chat? I've heard about it and it looks fun, but I don't actually have a VR headset, so I never have played it. Alright, so let's test this out. I think I'm pretty happy with it. I want to open up the animator. Oh, you can play it without a VR headset? Oh, that's cool. I just assumed that since it was VR chat, you needed one. Well, maybe I'll check it out then. I don't actually need those, but change this to walk and rotate to shuffle, even though nothing's there yet. And I want to test, I don't actually need that anymore. I want to test the walking animation. And so we have a different tail animator, and it's using something called an avatar mask, which basically tells the game which bones of the model a specific animator state or animator layer is responsible for. And so this is for the main body, and then we have one for the tail. And I want to test, well, first of all, how the tail interacts with the walking animation, and then if we can use the same animation on both layers and it will sync up correctly. So we'll see. Oh, you can actually do more than with a VR headset? That's pretty funny. Okay, so... yeah, it still works. I thought it would, but obviously the tail is clipping in and out of the egg, so it's not gonna do. It'd be nice if I could actually just keep this animation, but change the anchor. Unfortunately, I didn't set up the bones very well for that. I wonder, because I need like another bone right here that's like the tail base. And I'm afraid that if I go and change the bones in the model that it will invalidate a lot of the work I've done. Okay, so the tail does change the idle. I guess the other thing would be, I feel like with the walking, he could really just continue the normal tail animation. So it'd be nice if I could just affect the base. Does this actually? Okay, it does rotate. Not a whole lot though. So I wonder if I just took the tail 0 out of this animation and then had tail 0 be controlled by the rest of the animator, if this would still look okay, because then I wouldn't have to go and change up all the bones. Or, I mean, I guess I could just add a bone. I think there's some way I can... I think I would just have to redo this animation, and I kind of like it, so I don't really want to have to. Because unfortunately, I don't think I can just, like, rebind what object this refers to. Okay, actually you can. You hold click on it. I thought that there might be some way. Okay, so maybe I can do it. Let's try it. I guess I'll save a copy of this version just in case. Egg Dino. Pre-tail rebone. And then this bone actually won't really do anything, but I'll want to, I'll just use the transform to parent the rest of the tail from. Okay, so I'm in pose mode. I need to go to edit mode. And let's see. Is it E to extrude? Yeah. Okay, I wanted to actually move up, but it's not doing it for me. Right, and then scale it down. Oh, no, I want to detach it. What did it call it? Just base. So this will be, I guess, tail base. And, let's see, the parent is base, but I don't really want the parent to move when I extract it, so... Oh yeah, so I turn off connected. Is it? It's not actually straight, is it? Can I snap it? That I turned on snapping, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay, now it's snapping, but... Oh, I guess I can just set this to 0, 0. There we go, that does the trick. And... Oh no, the Z is way different because that's... the height. Okay. Doesn't need to be exact. Oh yeah, now I want to turn off snapping. Hi, Core Activities. Thanks for coming by, and Sep. I'm doing pretty well. And okay, so this one we want to reparent to the tail base. And I don't think that's going to cause any problems. And then the tail base, it's not going to deform anything, so I'll unclick that. And I think everything should be fine now. So the tail base, I want to make sure it doesn't have any weights associated with it. Oh, let's change this to solid. Oh no, here it is. Yeah, so tail base has no weights, although it's not showing up anyway. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be weight paint. Okay, so that didn't change. Yeah, so everything's fine. Okay, so if I save this, hopefully my animations won't implode. Okay, that did kind of implode. What happened? Okay, so somehow the egg and the feet are being affected by this. Probably it's referring to the wrong bone. Oh, actually, yeah, whenever you do this, you have to re-import the mesh. Because it kind of gets messed up. Let's see, how would be the easiest way to do this? Really, these sounds don't need to be in there, like as a child of the egg dino. So I think if I just delete this, we have a signal receiver on it. The animator should actually be on this transform object, I think. Okay, so far so good for walking at least. Oh yeah, idle's not showing up because it's out of the animator for now. But tail idle is probably going to be all messed up. Yeah. And I think I could fix it. But now I'm thinking that I want to actually put the animator on this base object. I guess it's good that I catch this stuff now before I do a bunch of monsters and have to change everything. Okay, so egg, dino. Right, so that looks fine. Alright, so now it's complaining that everything is missing and I should be able to fix it by doing this. So all I need to do is change this to egg, dino, / armature. Did that fix it? Okay, that worked. Maybe I think I capitalized the D. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, well, this isn't too bad. Put it in the wrong spot. Tried to press Control Z and it didn't like that. Could be worse. I don't want to have to redo everything, so. Of course, the best thing is to do it right the first time so you don't have to change the bones, but I'm learning, so. Okay, it's not doing anything. Why is that? Oh. Okay, how come it works when I said it's missing, but then when I fix it, it doesn't work? Maybe I just need to close it and restart. Anyway, so that, okay, I don't really care about this animation, so I'm just going to delete that. Shuffle has nothing. Tail. So, okay, it doesn't work at all right now, but. If I fix all these. Oh, Yeah, just putting egg dino is not going to work. I also have to do the tail base. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to have to add a bit more here. I wish this editor was a little easier to use now that I think about it. Did I? Yeah, that should be fine, but it's still saying wrong. That's missing. Oh, tail 000 is in there twice for some reason. Maybe I copied it by accident. What? Yeah, this editor is not the best. So egg dino, armature base, tail base. Yeah, and then I accidentally copied a bunch of extra stuff. There we go. Okay, so this one's just missing tail base. There we go. I'd really like to be able to copy this so I don't have to type it every time. But I don't know what I just highlighted, so. I guess I'll just type that, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, inserted that at the wrong spot. There we go. I don't know why. It would have been nice if they would just let you drag and drop the object in here like almost all the other editors in Unity. This thing just needs a bit more love, I think. I am surprised because the animation system in general is really nice, but oops, where am I typing? Yeah. It moved my cursor somewhere. Base, tail base, 00000. Okay, so for some reason I start typing tail again there. That's not it, I guess. Okay, so I can read it here. Armature base, tail base, tail 0, tail 0, 1. Okay, I have 2 slashes after 1. Oh, and an extra T as well. There we go. And one more. Okay, but yes, some reason it doesn't work. So I'm hoping that if I restart Unity, everything will snap back. Let me just do that. Yeah, I'm trying to use Unity's new launcher thing because you can have 2 versions of Unity installed easily, but for some reason it doesn't recognize that I've opened this project with the newest version already. Okay, so why are the feet out of order? I think I'll just or insert this back. Okay, that shouldn't cause any problems. And now here, if I play, it still's not working. Why? Did it just delete all the curves I had set up? No, they're still here. Why is it not showing up? Maybe if I play, it'll fix itself. Nope. Oh, maybe I bet the avatars haven't been need to be generated. Okay, that's probably the issue. Okay, so that's the body. It just doesn't do the tail, and then egg dino tail. Disable everything except that. Okay, I think that would do the trick. Nope. But let's maybe it'll play in game. Still not. This should work. I mean, it says it's working, but for some reason the values aren't changing even though the curves say they should. Yeah, because when I wipe over here. Let me see. Unity. Animation. Values. Not playing, I guess. No, that's not it. Animation, I guess curves. Maybe this. That's not super helpful. I don't even know what to search for this because like the values are still there, but it's not doing anything. Okay, so it is in the idle animation, but for some reason... Like the animation's not even showing up. Like, cause this timeline should move. Set that back up. Will it fix itself? Like all the data's there. And again, these are using the old models because I haven't updated the asset bundles. So that's why they are working. But this is the one that I'm messing with right now. I guess let's see. Well, let me create a new one. That works. Or if I add a new property, will it animate that? Oops. So I'll turn on recording, I guess, and... Okay, no, so that doesn't work either. And it's not because I put the animator up here, that wouldn't... Is it because it's disabled? Why? It keeps turning itself off. Oh, well now it's on. I think that was just an editor thing. Yeah, because this is definitely playing, but the animation's not doing anything. Are there any warnings in here? This is all my code. Oh, actually I did have warnings turned off. I don't think any of this is from Unity. Okay, well one other thing I can check is what happens if I try to create a new animation and will that work? Alright, so we have this test animation, and if I turn on recording, we'll let that move. That probably wasn't the best thing to do. Let's just create a key at 15 seconds to move the egg down. And no, it doesn't do anything. So something is messed up here. Did I update the avatar? Yeah, I did, and it's the one from this model. Is something wrong? Like, does it not like that I put the animator on the parent object? I just want to do that so I can update the mesh if needed. And also because the animations might apply to things that are outside the mesh. I don't see anything wrong with this. Yeah, we don't want to import anything here. This looks fine to me. Oh, is that... well, that shouldn't matter. Although yeah, somehow it's gotten decoupled. Like that. The animation's gotten decoupled from the actual game object. Okay, I'm trying to move the... Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just delete this and bring it back. Okay, let's use this animator and I'll just... It's not gonna like that, but I'll just create a new one. Test 2. Oh no, not that. Oh, I'm not recording. I do that, and I don't know this. Okay, so this works. Can you not? Why can't I put the animator on the egg dino parent object? It doesn't make any sense to me. Is there anything different? Apply root motion. Would that be the problem? Doesn't really make much sense to me. That didn't do anything. Okay, well at least I kind of know something that's going on now. So it has to be, it's something placing the animator on a parent object of a mesh is weird. Unity place animator on parent of mesh. Okay, yeah, this is basically what I'm doing. The problem is the root mission seems to be applying to the player model and not the player container. Okay, I don't know. This isn't. Yeah, I don't know any reason why this would be an issue. Oh gosh, so I'm actually out of time. I'm sorry to leave on a cliffhanger, but I'm kind of spinning my wheels here anyway. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to spend some time today researching this because I'm surprised I've never run into this error before, and I don't think it has anything to do with me going in and messing with the bone structure, because this is like, because it worked when I put the animator on this object, but it doesn't work when I put it on the parent. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why this is blue, and it won't let me keep it checked. That might have something to do with it. But so my next stream, I'll figure this out, and we can finish with the animations. Sorry, the last 15 minutes or so have been kind of, like I said, spinning my wheels. But I did like our animation before this problem came up. So, but anyway, if you enjoyed this stream, feel free to follow me here. I also have a Twitter and a YouTube where I upload all old streams if you want to catch up, and a Discord channel. I'd love to have you there to chat. I'm there most of the time, but I might not always answer because I'm probably working, but I'll try to get to you eventually. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks everybody for coming by. I won't be back tomorrow because it'll be the weekend, so actually you'll have to wait a bit. So if you're really curious, I'll try to post what the problem was on Twitter. But yeah, when I come back on Monday, we'll continue on the animations, finish them up, and then maybe move on to another project. Maybe the camera, or maybe mess with this Lewis scripting, or back to terrain. I don't know yet. We'll decide. But yeah, I hope to see you Monday and have a great weekend. Bye bye.